Kilo 1, Sierra Lima Delta, this is Oscar Romeo 4, India Sierra. Kilo 1, Sierra Lima Delta, this is Oscar Romeo 4, India Sierra. India Kilo 1, Sierra Lima Delta, this is Oscar Romeo 4, India Sierra Sierra, how copy? Yeah, I've got you loud and clear. Over. And good afternoon, and yes, I am ready for questions. You know, I finished high school, and we require you to go to university and then also to get a master's degree. And that may seem like a lot of school, but really to be an astronaut, you spend your whole life learning and preparing. And everyone spends their whole life learning about what they like to do and what they want to do and all the world around them. So you're never really done learning. Over. Yes, we do follow normal time, but we work with control centers that are all over the globe, so we have to pick one time zone, and so we use Greenwich Mean Time. Over. It's a little complicated in space because we don't have gravity to help us out. If you use a restroom on the ground, gravity helps flush everything away. Up here we have to use air, and so we use suction, and that helps us collect our waste. Over. Floating in zero gravity, it's, you know, the closest thing I think it is like on the ground is maybe if you were in water, if you were floating in water. But unlike water up here, you know, I right now I'm floating, I'm not touching anything. If I push off of one wall with just a little bit of force, I can float to the other end of the space station. And so it's a lot of fun. I feel like I'm 5 years old and playing and doing somersaults all the time. Over. You know, that's a great question. So those two Starliner astronauts, Butch and Sonny, they're part of my crew now, and so I launched with Alex in a Crew Dragon, and it has 4 seats, so we launched with 2 empty seats, so that in February, when we're all done with our mission up here doing research, we'll all 4 be able to go home together. Over. My scariest moment in space. That has to be my first launch. We ended up, the rocket malfunctioned about 2 minutes into launch, and so we aborted right as my rocket was coming apart. So that was probably the scariest. But we came down to a nice parachute landing. I did bring a few souvenirs, little personal things that I'll take pictures of when I'm up here. And does space smell? Yeah, you know, when we connect a new vehicle to the space station, and you open those hatches, there's this metallic smell that is very distinct when you have a chance to smell something that's been exposed to the vacuum of space. Over. I love this question. So what do we do if we run out of food? Well, we don't run out of food. Being here close to Earth, because we're in orbit, low Earth orbit around the Earth, only cargo ships that bring us up resupply. And so we always keep a stock of food up here so that we don't run out. Destinations that are further away, like Mars, we're not going to be able to take all our food with us. So some of the science that we're doing here is how do we grow plants? How do we grow our own food so that we don't have to take it in packages with us? And that's how we're going to be able to make it to Mars. Over. You know, we're pretty spoiled up here. We've got lots of connectivity. We can connect to the internet, I can see videos, I can talk to my family, I can do video conferencing with my family and friends, and watch movies and TV, but without doubt the most entertaining thing that I do is floating over to an open window and looking down on the Earth and just watching continents and oceans drift by below. Over. I think we've all looked up at the dark night sky and seen stars on the dark night